Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. Intensity is something that maybe you can't hear this word anymore because it's just the times we live in, and it's like normal at the moment, and we just try to find our way through, try to balance everything within us so it's balanced in the outside. And this is also the case now at the moment. So maybe you feel just weird, or you are struggling with negative emotion, with kind of sadness, things like that. So it's all about finding balance, about what can you do for yourself to make yourself happy, and of course also radiate this happiness in the outside. But remember, it starts with you. So that's not about being selfish, it's about the responsibility that we have for ourselves. So let's see what we can do on a physical level to do this. To help this, I'm in my favorite workout gear, so this is the first thing I can do. It's not sponsored, but I link that below, so you can see, as you can see, it's a two-part set, and also this one is very thin, but it's just amazing how much difference this makes. So I'm just very happy, and it just feels great. Okay, so let's start. Little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Sit bones together, and then it's like a fountain coming through the head. Ribs together, navel towards the spine, and we're good to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. So lengthening and forwards, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything. I'm just sinking the fountain through. Make sure your knees and elbows are relaxed, because otherwise the tension goes up to your shoulders and upper back, and of course with the knees it's always lower back, hip, anything, and release. So you just have your arms very relaxed by your sides, shoulder blades parallel, and then you turn as far as you can. Don't overdo it. This is tension, so I'm just lengthening my upper body, so my arms are hanging loosely, and then I'm sinking my little fingers towards the thumbs. I'm not doing this, I'm just sinking it. And navel in, long, everything's long. Okay, and release. Okay, now other way around, thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening, long, ribs together, and release. Okay. One more time, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, ribs together, lengthening, long, and releasing. Okay, good. At the end of the mat, with that same muscle coordination, lengthening everything, lowering, just relaxing, hanging, everything's loose. Okay, so of course you're not expected to be able to do this, right? You can bend your legs, you can put some books, yoga blocks underneath, or a chair, so wherever you are, that's totally perfect. It's just about lengthening the back wherever you are, and lengthening the back is the success, and also you may feel it at the back of your legs, whatever is needs to be lengthened. So from here, make sure also your elbows go this way, that's the energy, not out, because that would also tense the shoulders. Breathing in and lengthening, and one more time, breathing in and again lengthening, and don't push, Just think sit bones together and energy through, and then just release and just have the energy, blood flowing back. Okay. Okay. One more time, same thing, yeah, same procedure. Just cover. So breathing in, on the out breath, I'm looking at my middle finger and I'm turning my upper body. So the arm is just floating and navel in. It's just indicating the direction. So it's not about trying to push your arm out or whatever. No, it's just floating, and it's not about how far you can get. It's about this strength in the center and about lengthening the spine and then turning, right? So everything is just very, very relaxed. Important to not twist your wrist or your arm at some point, so it's just easily flowing up and down, lengthening and release. The first exercise I kind of set, and then the guides tell me what we need to do. So this is the last one of the kind of set exercises, because the stability in the lower back, hip, that we need for our everyday life physically, we also need in the outside. And what we work on a physical level, we also, because this is a physical manifestation, we also work as stability in our lives, and in these times we're living in, this is really, really important, as we all know. Okay, good. So, from here, same way, wherever you've been, yes, hips parallel, very important. The heel of your supporting leg is on the floor. Don't do anything like this, that's really important, yeah? So make sure you can put that heel on the floor. You can bend your leg, obviously, and make sure that you think of your center line and your knees relaxed, your center line and the two sides of your body being long. Really think about the fountain and then feel your way. See if there is some more space, and if there is no more space, no difference. Although you're thinking this way, then you change your legs. Yeah, so it can take longer on one side than on the other. That's totally fine. Totally fine. So from here, lengthening. See where you can lengthen. Lengthen your back, lengthen the leg. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm still with that contraction. And also I've pulled a little bit in the hip. So let's see. The next one is thinking longer. So maybe this does not even make any difference. No problem. Yeah, then just repeat. If it makes a difference, well, it does. Yeah, so make sure you're not turning your hip, and I need to do it dynamically. Normally I would do it as I just shown it, but because of this condition at the moment, I need to, yes, to try to do it in a dynamic way. Lengthening. Yeah, clap, clap. Let's see. Lengthen. And lower. And just let the blood flow back. Okay, let's see on the other side where we are, how it goes. Okay, lengthening. Oh, wow. Okay, so we are thinking a line, a circular line, yes? All right. Wow. Lengthening. I really need to make sure, this is always one way of trying to find the extremes, that we're not going somewhere else. Yeah, compensating. It's really so important. And of course, it would be great if someone could look over, but it's not always possible. Okay, we just see how the body is, just relax. Okay, just maybe you want to stretch a bit, also release, just relaxing, yes. Also sure there's a new moon coming up, close, surely, close, so you may want to just, you know, release a little bit, shake a bit. Just feel if there's tension, anything that feels weird, and if you like, this is my favorite. As you know, if you know me already, lengthening everything, head down. And if your body does anything weird that does feel good, allow it to do that. Yeah. Okay, good. So they say, what do they say? What do they want? Push-ups and then all fours. Okay. Good. So we start with push-ups. Ladies version first, then gentlemen and a little extra. And if any of the gentlemen is not fully challenged. Okay, so we're here, lengthening, yes, from your sit bones to your head, and then you just relax your elbows and come up. Yes, ladies, please don't copy me when I'm doing something else. It's just releasing the elbows, and now sit bones head. I was going to say when I do the other variations. Now lengthening, please do this one. Elbows close, and make sure to not go very, very low. It's about the strength in the center. So it's really about up here, okay? Good. Now, lengthening. This is the male version. Let's put it this way. Lengthening and lengthening. Lengthening. Releasing. Up and releasing. And release. Yes. Okay, if you like to relax your back, this is here. This is here. Please, ladies, whenever I demonstrate the other versions, go on, do like 2 more if you can. If you're starting, do 1 and take a break. Yes, make sure the strength is here. So it's not about relying on your arms, anything. It's just about relying on the lengthening. Okay, that's what we need even more now. If anybody of the gentlemen is not challenged enough, same, I'm relaxing here. Lengthen one leg, so it's like the energy that comes through the upper body is also in part going through one heel, okay? So this is it, and release, and have the blood flowing back, okay. Good, so now, as they said, yeah, they did not change their mind, sometimes this happens. It's on all fours, and they really say it's about the center line, feeling your emotions and then releasing them. So what can you do today to make you happy? To make yourself happy. So okay, so from here, this is in, lengthen, and I do a little massage, yeah, for my lower back. So it's in, I'm just holding this so you can see it. It's not about anything up here, yes, we can all do that, but it's about lengthening this part of your back. That's what it helps doing. So between your pubic bone and navel, you're lengthening and thinking of pushing a little bit, yes, and lengthening at the same time. but releasing here, elbows closed, elbows in line with your knees, nose close to your mat, and that's very helpful. Okay, and either relaxing your back here or just having this flow back. Right, now we're lengthening the legs. Okay. Oh yeah, first of all, they want it a different way. Okay, so we've got 90 degrees, navel is in, yeah, it looks a little bit like I'm arching my back, but I'm not. Lengthening, little toe in line with your hip or muscle line, sit bones heel, then lower your leg, should still be in that line, and release. Okay, other leg, lengthening here, and lengthening, just make sure everything's released and long, lower, and in. Alright, lengthen here, lengthen the upper body, lengthening, and lowering, and in. One more time, 90 degrees, and lengthening, and lowering, and release. Okay, so now you can either take a little break or we go on and we do a little turn. So we start exactly the same way, 90 degrees parallel up. Now lengthening your leg, little toe in line with your hip or muscle line. Now you really think your center line, yes? You really think this fountain while turning your leg. So it's just naturally following your hip, and you make sure that you don't twist, yeah, because then you've definitely gone too far. Okay, so lengthen energy through your heel, lengthening and opening and lower and release. Okay, 2 more, so we do 4 more together, same as with the other one. Lengthening, alternating legs. Now keep lengthening center line, sides. Whenever you know that you need to twist your hips, that's where the movement ends. Okay, slowly bending in. Here we go. One more time. And lengthening. And opening. Lengthen. And release. Okay, good. So in my case, it's always blood flowing back. Maybe you want to relax your back. Okay, yeah, and we're stretching in that other way. Okay, I was thinking they wanted this, but first, okay, so from here, just making sure that you are looking in between where your fingers end to lengthen your neck. Yes, really important thing. And elbows relaxed. So now lengthening the leg and slowly up and release. Make sure, again, alignment is key. Lengthening on the floor. Now part of the circle to come up and lengthen through your body and release. And lengthening up, feel the length and lower, and one more, lengthening up, feel. Okay, you can either take a break or we continue, today we only do 4, with the opposite arm, lengthening through and release. And 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 relax. Okay, just let the blood flow back. Yes, and relax your back a little bit more. As you know me, I do this one. Maybe you want do something different. Okay, what are they showing me? Okay, rolling up and down in alignment. Okay, so that's fine. So they're really making sure that we are working in our lines. So they say this is to balance the emotions, to get the emotional body into alignment, because as you know, we're surrounded by our emotional field. Okay, so little toes in line with your hips and muscle line, and I'm doing first a version for newbies, yes, if you're new here, and then something that's, well, I don't want to say more advanced. For people who are here already, and then you decide what you want to do, those variations or anything you could imagine in between. Okay, so hands behind your head, and from your sit bones to your head, lengthening, navel in. And then you can grab your thighs, inner thighs, and leave one hand here in case you need to support yourself and to give yourself a little bit of extra. I'm just massaging here. There's a point that's a little tense lately. Okay, so coming up, close, or here, yes. And now making sure from your sit bones to your head, you're trying to lengthen your back first, and then the next job is to lengthen the legs, yes. So over time, first is your back, second your legs. You just release here, coming up, lengthening, sit bones. You can feel that by moving a little bit. Elbows always closed, and then you just go down and to wherever you want to be, yes, with your legs. Okay, if you are a little more flexible, or been doing this for a long time, I always like to start with my arms long, little fingers in line with the shoulders, lengthening, describing the longest possible circle. Sit bones to your head, lowering your arms, looking forwards, making sure this is your center line, and then slowly coming up, lengthening, diagonally down, and lengthening, and releasing. And coming up from here, and lowering, lengthening, just making sure you're always in your center line. If you tend to go to one side, think from in between the shoulder blades and your hip bone to lengthen at your back, right? Until you've got this in line, in sync. Okay, so now choose your version. Anything in between is fine. And we do 3 repetitions, they tell me. Okay. Lengthening, navel towards your spine. Lengthening. Breathe in. Sit bones to your head. Lengthening. Slowly coming up. Continuously lengthening. Yes. Making sure you're working here. You're not working with your shoulders, which always happens when you lift your arms. So try to not do this. And you can be with your bent legs, right? No problem. Lengthening. It's about lengthening the back. And yes, also then lengthening the back of the legs, but you know, we're not taking on too many projects at the same time. So it's about lengthening whatever you can do here. Lengthen. Don't push your navel out. Make sure that it is relaxing, yes. And I always get to a point where it's hurting, so if you have something like that and you notice the tension, just make sure to go slowly, right? And to try to dissolve this lengthening, this tension. So last time, lengthening. It's always somewhere here, so I'm trying to lengthen, continuously, to go really slow. Yeah, and this time it didn't hurt. So feel into your body. Yeah, this is what it's about. Okay, so the next time we're coming up again, we're bending one leg. If you've got your legs bent, don't worry. Bend one a little more, or if they are like maximum bend, okay, then just do it again, no problem. and the other one can be bent like this, okay? Or you're here. Fine, no problem. Just come up to here and going down. Breathing in, lengthening, up, and lengthening. Yeah, and I really feel very calm now. Hopefully you feel the same. Lengthening, lines, little toes in line with your hip or muscle line. This is where you are. And of course, sit bones, heels. Okay, so either repeating this once with each leg, or you're trying to lengthen the leg a little bit more, as I will show you in a moment. Lengthening, bending. So now you can take your leg and stretch. I'm a little careful with this one. Lengthening, yes. You cannot sit right straight, because as we are using our abs, that's fine. Be a little bit behind your sit bones when lifting the leg, right? And if you can't stretch it, no problem. You know, you just lift it as far as you can with your navel in, lengthening, right? Or you don't do it. You just bend as we did before. Lengthening, 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 and now you can see what I'm really trying to say, right? This is it. Now, if you get to here and you think long, perfect, right? Or same with this and this. Yeah, so don't think that you have to be perfect to have the success. No, the success is in the lengthening, and just relax. Well done. Okay, just relaxing back. I'm going to show you one more exercise. So, and that's so much center line rendering. The intention of the guides is very clear. Okay, so it's the backward balance they want us to do. So from here, you've got your legs together, and then little finger in line with the elbows. We also can do this up here, we'll do it in a moment. And I like to inspire you to try everything, right? Just to see which one is the right thing for you to do. You can also bend your legs, by the way, and it's not about lifting yourself up, it's about the lengthening. Can you see that? Coming out here. That's the success. This is relaxed, and this is the legs, and then coming up is not so much more, as you will find, because you've got the strength build up here. Okay, I like to do that 3 times. Keep sending the energy through, although you're lowering, because you don't want to affect your shoulders. One more time, lengthening and releasing. Okay, other variation is here. Make sure that your hands are exactly like this, and that there's nothing here, because we really want to work the triceps, okay? So, breathing in, on the out breath, sit bones, head lengthening, and releasing. And of course, also here you can do that with bent legs. And same thing, this is the success, right? And this is not so much more. Important, even more, keep up the fountain, bending the arms. Breathing in, and lengthening, up. And I've got my elbows relaxed, as always. So if you like a little challenge, you can try to lengthen your leg and to lengthen even more going down, but lengthening even more the upper body all the time as well. That's the important thing, yes? And if you've never done it, you know, start with like a little, if you feel like you want to do this, if you feel you don't. Okay, so from here, lengthening, and lengthening head more, or upper body more than the leg, right? And then again, lengthening to come up, to go down. That was what I wanted to say. Lengthening, up, lengthen, Okay. Good to know. Lengthening, up, lengthen, and here. Okay, so Michael, watch out. Lengthening. Okay, this is the straight one, right? And lower. Yeah. Making sure whenever you've got something, as you know, I've got these contractions, relax, that you're not compensating. Yeah, so it's really so important to be focused on the lines. Yes. I was taught a lesson. Okay. Yes, and I'd say we did well, so thank you very, very much for participating in today's class and for being here. And please subscribe to the channel and also to High Kabatas on YouTube, which are the weekly energy forecasts and the daily dose on Instagram at High Kadan, so we can have a community of healthy, happy people creating the planet, the new earth, with lots of love. Lots of love for you, and see you for the next workout.